Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. Before we get started, if you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do. I'm really trying to grow my channel at the moment and would really appreciate any support. Right, today I wanted to talk about how to be productive working from home. At the moment, a lot of people who aren't normally working from home have to, and obviously when it's quite new, it's quite hard to be productive in a new environment. So yes, let's do this. Here are my tips. Tip number one is get dressed and get ready. Stick to your normal morning routine. When you're at home working, it's so tempting to stay in your jammies, sit in bed and do your work and not get ready, not have a shower, overall be a bit of a slob. And while that's perfectly fun on day one, a few days in you're going to want to put on a bra. Yeah, if you get dressed, you don't want to change too much, so if you try and keep that morning routine, then if you're ready, your mind will kind of know that is work time. If you're in your PJs, not so much. It's going to feel like a Sunday. And also it's just nice to get dressed, it's nice to get ready and feel good about ourselves. Today's the first day I've worn makeup in a few days and I forgot how nice it makes me feel. I forgot that I do this for me, not for anybody else. The next on my list is to write your own list. So obviously if you have a job, you've got work to do, even if it's just kind of your own personal stuff, maybe it's blogging and stuff. If you keep a list of the things you need to get done, we can't expect our mind to remember everything. So keep a list, write a to-do list, figure out what system works best for you with to-do lists. I like to write quite a short to-do list so I don't find it overwhelming, and then add to it as I cross things off. If you struggle with picking up your phone and being distracted by social media and time getting away from you and you're sat at your desk scrolling Instagram rather than doing your work, I would strongly recommend the Forrest app. So the app is free in the App Store, it's called Forrest. I'll put the icon on the screen so you could see it. So you set a time and in that time you have a virtual tree, it grows, and if you go off the app, the tree dies. It sounds bizarre, but it's very motivating and you can pick how long you want to be productive for. I would definitely recommend that. Is a really good one. My next tip is to try out calendar blocking. Now I've done a few videos on this and I think it works for some people and it doesn't work for others, but I will link the videos where I've done it. So I don't always calendar block, but occasionally I do. I do it on a Google Calendar, and it is essentially where you use the calendar as your to-do list. So you schedule everything for the day, from your eating to your emails, and everything's got time slots so you know when you're doing things, and that can make it more productive because you know what you're doing and you can't get distracted by social media or by books or by TV when you're scheduled for something at 2 p.m, so you need to finish your activity before. So that like it's a PE lesson, you need to finish your previous task before that. My next tip is to set some goals. Now when working from home, you're not surrounded by people, so normally you might have a manager or a boss or a colleague encouraging you and setting you goals. I had to go and get a glass of water mid-video recording, so slight interruption, but I will get back to it. Set yourself goals. There aren't other people to motivate you. Well, maybe, but it's unlikely. You haven't got colleagues and managers at home who are there to motivate you. You need to motivate yourself. Set yourself time limits to do things, set yourself goals, what you want to achieve at the end of each day, what you want to achieve at the end of the week. Give yourself rewards for when you achieve those goals. The rewards can be simple, like, okay, I will have a break, I will eat some chocolate. Okay, if I get all of this done today, I'm going to binge watch some One Tree Hill. Anything which you would look forward to doing, make that. I can do that once I've done this. My next tip is to remove any distractions. So the Forest app is a great one if you want your phone in the room whilst working, but if not, take your phone away from the room. Also on your desk or wherever you're working, you don't need loads of stuff. Before I found myself writing in about 5 different pens because I could and it looked pretty when I was writing notes that only I would see, which just took longer and wasn't necessary whatsoever and achieved nothing. So just have what you need. You need a pen. You don't need 12. You don't need colourful washi tape. You don't need to make your notes look pretty. you might want to and you might enjoy that if you do go wild, but remember those things take away your time. Don't work with the TV on because you'll spend more time watching the TV than doing the work. Create an area where you can just be focused. Make sure you're taking regular breaks. Obviously you want to spend as much time working as you can to complete the tasks, but the more time you spend working without a break, the poorer the quality of work is and the longer each task takes you. You want to work smarter, not harder. So take regular breaks, but maybe time your break so that your break doesn't turn into a 3-hour nap and a binge of a new series, you know. But give yourself breaks, have a cup of tea, have a snack, go outside, stretch your legs, do some exercise. Don't make work the only thing you're doing. You need to stay sane too, and I have a video on how to stay sane in this crazy world, which I will link down below. My next one is accountability partners. Now you might have a lot of friends who are also working from home at the moment, or you might live with people who are working from home at the moment. Even if they're not, you can just ask people to check in with the work you're doing and hold you accountable. If you know somebody's going to ask if you've done something, you're a hell of a lot more likely to do it. Whereas if your to-do list is just between yourself, you're probably not going to do it. Also, something I think is quite helpful is maybe talking about on social media how productive you want to be or how productive you've been, and letting people see that, so that you feel like it is kind of more worth doing, you know. Sometimes I'd put on my Instagram story what I'm planning on doing, and that way I feel like I have to do it. Or maybe I'll just tell a friend or my boyfriend or my mum, I want a really productive day, I'm gonna get this and this done, can you ask me what I've achieved in a few hours? It helps. My next tip, I kind of touched on this earlier, but have a tidy, organised space, which is a space for you to work. You want a space where you can go and think, okay, I'm working now, this is my work time, when I'm over here I'm working. It gives you a chance to separate work from home life in a home environment. So not everyone can have a home office, but just a desk where you regularly work, or a spot anywhere where you work. But having somewhere to go makes your brain click into gear when you're in that space. My next tip is to have what you need ready, as well as having the space organised and not with too much stuff. Have what you need and be organised, be prepared. So you don't want too much stuff that is distracting, but you do want everything you're going to need, so you don't have to keep getting up and, I don't know, getting a drink or getting a pen that works or getting your laptop charger. Just have it all there prepared, and that makes life a lot easier and it takes away the little stresses and all the faffing. Also, before you get going, have a pee, have a snack, do whatever. Make sure you've taken care of your personal needs before you get working, so the quality of work is better. So you want to go into it with a positive mind frame. You don't want to be thinking about what you can have to eat or thinking, should probably have a shower. You want to be ready, you want to be prepared, you want to feel good. My next thing is, any regular work you have, make it into a habit so it becomes something you don't really think about before doing. So if you're interested in developing new habits, I'd strongly recommend the book Atomic Habits by, I think it's by James Clear, but I could have that wrong. I've also done a video on developing new habits, so I will link that. But do things at the same time every day or on a regular basis, before or after the same thing. So if you check your emails every day, do it at the same time every day, so it becomes an automatic action rather than something you have to tell yourself to do. My last tip is kind of obvious, but just do the work. If you don't do it, you just sit and procrastinate, it's never going to get done. I can give you all the tips in the world, but you need to actually just get on with it. Yeah, just do the work. It's annoying, but once it's done, you feel so much better. Right, I hope that was helpful. If you have any tips for those working from home, let me know. If you have been working from home, let me know how it's been going. You can find me on all social media. I'm at Chloe Harriet. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you're subscribed and like the video. I would really love that. It means a lot if people can subscribe, and I would love to grow my channel a bit more. So yeah, have a great day, sending you good vibes. Bye!